I talk a lot about how to reflavor stuff to shoehorn it into TTRPGs that I'm running, and my god, my favorite thing to do that with is miniatures, especially when they don't belong to the game. As you can see, I have fuck tons of miniatures from various different games. Most of these actually aren't D&D, they're from Kingdom Death. And most of the reason I keep them around is because it's so easy to just pluck a really horrifying looking one off the shelf and drop it into a horror campaign for D&D or any genre that you want. I have some solid examples here. This is the Crimson Croc, which is a normal crocodile, but with humanoid eyes and ears and fingers all over it. The Screaming Antelope has a big old gash down its middle with a bunch of teeth lining it. Now, obviously, the major issue here in using these in a TTRPG is that you don't have a stat block for them. However, just take any other stat block and reflavor it. For example, if I wanted to take the Screaming Antelope from Kingdom Death and drop it into D&D, I might start off with the Unicorn stat block. I would change its type, so instead of being a Celestial or whatever it is right now, I would change it to probably Fiend or Monstrosity. And then to reflavor its attacks, I would take inspiration from Kingdom Death, from what the creature actually does, right? So in the game that it's from, it does this screaming attack that kind of would deal psychic damage. So I'll make it so that instead of doing any sort of healing, the unicorn, quote unquote unicorn stat block, changes it to do psychic or sonic damage instead. And that's really all you have to do to make it unrecognizable and fully usable for a D&D game. And for me, since I play online, I don't even have to have the miniatures on hand. Watch this. This is Dawn of Madness, and it's a horror board game that has miniatures that go along with it, but it's not a TTRPG or anything, and honestly, it's not even out yet. I've been waiting for it to arrive. I've been looking at their page and looking at the art for some of these monsters, and I keep thinking about how cool it would be to have some of these things at a D&D or Pathfinder or Daggerheart table or whatever, using like, I don't know, a stat block for an Archfiend or something like that. So yeah, giving credit where credit is due, of course, I definitely recommend taking things from other games, especially miniatures and miniature designs, to put into your tabletop games. It's easier said than done, I promise.